as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Robert Woods.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 18. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
They'll run this with Akers.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Ball carrier. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 3, 49ers nothing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Mostert. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. But when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
Number 20.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 50, it's gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 20.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. To throw is gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Rams 10, 49ers nothing. Sam.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's 3rd down.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, here's Gone. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis. As the first half is winding down, and the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camp. Do you remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room? This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And some room to work. And takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Mike, check, 59. I got you, Pop. 59.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Cam Akers.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A huge play that time for the Rams. 48 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Goff now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Cam Akers.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
16-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun. Gone. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Intended for Robert Wood.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Third and long. It's gone.
And they're going to get him. He's sack back around the 28. Arik Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Once again, it's Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things had gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go, here we go. Tight dog. 21.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 21. Switch.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
3-yard line. Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Now a give to Mostert running right. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Ball carrier brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the handoff, this is Mostert. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On the play, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Niners 14, Rams 10.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 49ers' 44-yard line.
He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And it got a man. It's Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And down inside the 15 he goes. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now gone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point safely through, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for L.A., it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they suffered just their second loss as they dropped to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next